Today's episode of Lip Service is brought to you by the Netflix original series, The Get Down. Now, you know I love The Get Down. I watched the whole series on Netflix. It's full of passion, style, swagger, romance, raw emotion, and music. It's a celebration of the people, the pop culture, and the spirit of 1977 South Bronx, where hip-hop was born. Have y'all seen The Get Down?
Yes, I loved it.
Yes, it was so romantic. I wish I could find me a Bronx boyfriend like that.
Oh my God, yes, he was super cute. Well, the series is fiction, so you're not going to find him. But it's based on real people and stories that came right before the birth of hip-hop. Nice. So you can watch The Get Down right now, streaming exclusively on Netflix. Just go to Netflix.com or download the Netflix app to get started. The music is great. The storyline is great. The whole time period is great, and I love it. What's up, what's up? We're back. It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
And we have a very special guest with us today. We have our good friend, Dustin.
What's up, everybody? I'm very special.
You are?
That's a new one. I like that.
I'm sure everybody tells you that.
I like how it feels. So, and it's lip service, so I'm supposed to talk about when things feel good, right?
Yeah, we're all in the friend zone here.
Hey.
Hey, you get it? All right, so we always start off with the tip of the day. Now, today's tip, how do you get rid of somebody after you sleep with them and you decide you don't like them anymore and they keep on harassing you? What's a nice way to be like, leave me alone, without saying leave me alone?
Just don't say nothing. First of all, you turn the red receipts on so that they know you got the message and you just stop responding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh.
Good.
Yeah, and I don't think that works.
It works for me.
But that's not nice. You don't feel bad. What if it's somebody you're going to run into again?
Then even better, because then they know.
Damn.
And then when you that way when you see them again, you use the power of that closed mouth smile. That's what you do. So the next time you see them, you don't show your teeth. You just and then they know what's up.
It's a closed mouth.
But what if they weren't an asshole? It was you.
It was me?
Yeah, like they didn't do anything wrong. Like they're nice. You just aren't into them like that. It was just a lapse in judgment.
Yeah, that's the worst time because you don't want to be an asshole, right?
Right, you don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah, but I don't want to be miserable either, so fuck that. I'm still doing it. Like, I'm just not going to respond.
Check the Dustin, keep it moving.
Shit. All right. Well, Gigi, what's your advice?
You know, I'm a very forward and honest person.
True.
So I would probably like just tell the person like, I just can't do you anymore. Sorry.
That's mean.
Wow, I just can't do you anymore.
Yeah, I would just be like, it's something, you know, I would either put a specific issue if it was that serious out there, or I would just say, you know, we not meshing and I don't want to waste my time or yours. So let's just...
Or like you look different with your shirt off, because sometimes guys look different when they take their shirt off than you anticipated. You're like, damn, you're like slim out of shape.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to look like you got to call for help.
Yeah. I hate that slim out of shape body type. You know that body type.
Yeah. With their clothes on, they look scrumptious.
But then they take and they have like the soft chest, like man boobs.
Right.
But they're skinny.
In the gut.
Get that tight. Well, Steph, you don't hold your tongue either. So what would you? But you're also kind of nice.
No, I would do one of two things. I would just stop responding, or I would tell them, because after a while, that's the thing. You always end up having to tell them, because after a while they don't. I feel like ignoring them doesn't make them stop. It makes them feel like the window is still open.
Okay, so let's break it like this then. Like if they did something
after
foul,
a while, I'll get frustrated, and then finally, you know, I'll tell them like, listen, I can't. Like, please stop texting me.
They didn't do nothing foul. You just weren't really never that into them.
So then I do owe them an explanation. Right? If it's my decision to like cut it off,
you can.
Okay, then in that case, I would just tell. I don't know. I guess I would just lie. I'm a nigga, whatever. I would just lie. I blame it on like, I don't know.
I'm a liar.
Baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would just come up with some reason that like they couldn't argue with.
I don't want to ruin our friendship.
And exit stage left.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin our friendship is always a great excuse, because then they're an asshole if they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin our friendship.
Let's pass that.
What, you don't give a fuck about our friendship? Well, fuck you. And now we done turn the tables.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about the Womanizer. That's the toy that Gigi got gifted last week,
AKA my new best friend.
Now I want to know how it is, because so our girl Michelle Hope, who's a sexpert, she told us this is the best toy that she's ever had, and she highly recommends it, and she's been raving about it. So I did reach out to the people from Womanizer, and we got Gigi one. So
thank you guys.
Tell me about it. You said it.
Michelle was absolutely right. That is the best toy ever. It just does something that other toys. It vibrates, but it also sucks like this. It's like a circle, and you put it over top of your clit, and it just like while it's vibrating.
Shit better not malfunction.
And then,
right.
well, it doesn't like encase it.
Better not bite.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know, but it has settings, so it starts off at like 1, but you can take it all the way up to 8. But for real,
That
like
sounds
4 or
intense.
5 is just like good enough. But it's
Did you
crazy.
go to 8?
Yeah, I did. I had to try it out
Just to see what happened.
Yo, listen, it was this one day last week where he was going to go visit one of his friends, and he was like, "You want to go with me over to hang out?" And I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna stay home." I stayed home and got to know that thing.
Wow.
Ooh,
So
it's nice.
okay, did it make you come?
You know it does, but you know it's that vibrator come. It's that like where it gets to the point where you're gonna orgasm, but it's so intense that you kind of like
You can't keep
get, like,
it there.
Yeah.
And then
It's
you
weird.
still end up having like to press it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but yeah.
Do men do
I
that?
mean,
Do you like hold back when you're going to orgasm because it's too intense?
That's called edging, right? So you bring yourself almost to the point of like busting a nut, and then you stop if you can.
If
Yeah.
not, then it
Like
slips out and
Buckwheat
it's
said, if
disappointing.
you can, like then you stop. But like if you can't, then you just gotta let it go.
You gotta
and
let it go.
Yeah,
That sucks.
it's called edging, but it's amazing when you finally do go ahead and bust. It's the best.
so
thing
intense.
Ever. Yeah.
So edging is like when you get to the edge and then you,
And you
pull,
pull
back,
back.
and then
Yeah.
you go to the edge again,
back.
and then you pull
And
back.
then when finally you can't pull back no more, it's just like
What's the most times you've edged? Like before you.
Well, I
before
don't
you
really
jumped
like
off?
to masturbate. I like to have sex. So if I have my choice, you know what I'm saying? I'm not using Jack or Jill, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually having sex. So I don't really jack off. So
Okay, but you don't edge during
No
sex.
edging during sex.
I think that's just fucking, right?
But
Like,
you
that's
don't do
not,
that in
you
sex.
know,
Like stop. Like don't move.
Nah, because I know I'm in control. Like I'm the, you know.
Tap.
Well, yeah. Since you know, but like if you, however though, because I don't think there's like a difference between the two. I think you fucking like everybody get a piece of everybody, whatever. So that's just, I think you should just
All
do
these
whatever.
everybody's. It sounds like an orgy now.
No. I'm just
Piece of
saying.
everybody
like,
gets a piece of everybody.
People act in gay sex.
Okay.
People act like the top is like the more, you know, dominant person who I guess is getting the most pleasure out of the ordeal, or who, you know, is getting the good end of the deal.
I don't know if that's what that means. I always felt like the top literally means that you're like.
Well, it does, but there's a stigma. You get what I'm saying? And so,
Okay.
but
The
I don't
top is the
believe.
power person.
Yeah, and so I don't believe in that because I think the other person, like, we fucking. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you doing what you want to do too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We all in this together. This is good for the both of us.
I look at it like the top is the giver, the bottom's the receiver.
That's the
not-
literal.
that's like the literal
yeah.
definition.
But it's more to it.
than that.
You know, because I think for women, we like giving and receiving, but receiving is what makes you come.
Yeah, but I'm also a pleaser, so I get satisfaction from knowing that I'm
Can you
giving my
come
man what he
from giving
needs.
from pleasing somebody else?
With a little bit of help, yeah.
Okay.
Like with a little, you know, a little.
Are you able to
Couple
come ever
movements.
just in your mind, like just using your mind and not actually doing anything to yourself?
They say that can happen, but that has never happened to me.
The only way I can make that happen is if I squeeze my legs really, really tight.
That's still good.
Wow,
Shit.
wow, that's
Like
amazing.
when, you know, like
I
when I'm
can't
in
do
that point mentally, if I just like squeeze tight enough and like.
Wow,
can-
I'm happy for you, G. I can't.
I feel like men can do that easier. Wet dreams.
Yeah, I mean, I got a penis, yo. So
Right,
like
it's
that's what
easier.
we do. Like,
But
we
you
just-
can do it without touching your penis.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. You get turned on. I'm a guy. I'm a black guy at that. So you know, like you get me turned on enough. I don't see nothing but the finish line, baby.
You never had a wet dream, Steph?
I've had, yeah, of course.
So then that's just you using your mind and coming.
No. But I don't think I've ever came in my dreams. And when I did, it's because I was touching myself
Okay.
while I was sleeping. So I'm like a sleepwalker masturbator.
Sleeps debater.
Sleepers. Now, you guys saw this new Instagram zoom in feature that they have.
Yes. You can zoom on pictures. You can zoom in on videos.
all
I
that.
haven't used it yet.
I was just using it while we was doing makeup.
The hell was you zooming in on?
I just was like, oh, look, you can zoom in.
But you know what's so stupid about it? You still can't zoom in or magnify the profile picture.
Oh, so just the.
It's just the post. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, y'all had one job, man.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come where you could click on.
Because
the-
them private
on the
pages
profile
can forget
pictures.
it. If I can't
Right.
if I can't make you a clear dog, you're gonna be pending like a motherfucker.
How many times times have you been on and seen a private page and you look at the little picture?
The little ass picture, like.
But now you have to be really careful because sometimes, you know, we like do a little nip tuck on our pictures, right? If you zoom in, can you really see that?
Yeah, Photoshop type, like Facetune and all that bullshit. Yeah, you can see that. It's distorted. You have to be a professional Photoshopper to like pull it off.
I use Facetune, but I use Facetune to like brighten up the eyes.
Yeah, because
you know, like to
take
make
the red off.
Yeah, even that, that a lot. Sometimes I do it to whiten my teeth because the lighting. Because my teeth aren't really like fake looking white. They're like a natural.
Well, teeth aren't supposed to be bright white.
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes I feel like certain light won't get it as white as I want it. So sometimes
I never even pay that much
on
attention.
Facetune.
And you know what though? I will post pictures that I'm like, well, it's from a distance, so it don't look so bad.
Yeah,
I can't do that no more.
Because they gonna zoom right on
Yeah.
Look at your
That
toe.
thumb and that point, boom.
Now, there's been a lot of things going on, obviously, in the gossip and in the news right now. Like Chris Brown, for example. This woman, Bailey Curran, who's accusing him of
She's a
pulling a gun on her. Da-da-da-da-da. My mom was up here earlier talking about it because my mom doesn't believe her, but she's concerned that now, like, it's hard for women to come forward when something really does happen, when you have somebody who...
Yeah, it's like the boy who cried wolf.
When I told her, get out of here, we're about to do lip service. We don't want to talk about anything serious right now.
I don't believe her. She needs more people.
Right. Now, why don't we believe her? Let's talk about the reasons why. My number one reason is because you went and did an interview with TMZ right
Immediately after.
And
you didn't even go home and cry to your daddy. You went straight to fucking
You are not
Harvey
traumatized if you're on TMZ right before he even got arrested and you're telling your story.
Side of the story, right.
For me, it's just like, it's too obvious. Like, girl, you trying to set somebody up who's too easy. You thought he was too easy to set up, but it's like you thought it was gonna be easy. You can't do that.
Like, in my head, he went off on her. Like,
yeah, he
embarrassed
probably
her
picked her out, and
everybody.
she was like, "Oh, I'm a white woman. I'm gonna bring him down really easily." Like, no, it's
he
too
already a target.
obvious. Like,
First of all, if you've been following
too
Chris Brown, he's not
obvious.
taking chances anymore.
Exactly.
He's not making stupid ass mistakes. He's a good fucking father. He's paid for his mistakes. Like, leave him the fuck alone. And furthermore, who believes somebody named Bailey? Like, and it ain't even Bailey. It's like Bayle. Bitch, you lying. You lying.
Bailey.
You lying. Like, come on. And then have you seen all the things that they've dug up out of her past?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a liar. She's an exaggerator.
She's
She starts shit. She's
She
a
lost
thief.
her crown
And
from
wouldn't give
that
it
Miss
back.
California pageant
And
for
won't give it
using
back.
racist language.
And she won't give it back. And they're
Is
like,
that what
we
it was
told her
for?
That's what
many
it was
times
for,
to
is
bring
for
it
using
back.
racist
I
language.
thought it
There's a
was because
video.
they said she had nude photos or
No,
something.
it was
That
for
probably was
racist
it.
language. The bitch
a
probably
thought.
did it all, but what
Right.
I just read was that it was for racist language. She is disgusting to me,
is.
Yes,
and
she
I
is.
can't wait for the full expose. TMZ is well aware that she's lying. They've been publishing
Exactly. They've
stories
been
that lead
publishing-
to that.
yep.
Like, come on.
And mind you, TMZ
Yeah.
don't even like Chris Brown.
Right,
so
but
you know.
like, enough is
no,
enough.
because it's like, oh, the white girl came to Chris Brown's house and got a gun pulled out on her.
And what kind of, and so
Like,
what?
come
What did you
on.
Right.
do? What did you do?
What you trying to steal, ho?
Do you really
I
think
just
Chris
feel
fucking
like-
Brown is gonna put a gun?
And
to
he doesn't have to
No.
pull a
And
gun
he-
out.
right.
I'm sure he has
Absolutely.
No,
security.
he didn't. Yeah, and she's just disgusting.
story just
But
doesn't make
what
sense.
this did really make me think of is the other day I did have like a little cookout at my house that turned a little crazy. But you do have to be careful about who comes to your house.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is something that it made me think of. Like, have you ever had somebody at your house and was like, why did this person come to my house?
Yep.
I remember when I was in high school and I lived with my parents, there's a bunch of my friends came over and this guy stole something from my parents' house. And I was like, yo, it's not even, it was like something stupid too, like a CD.
What?
And I was like, who does that? But my other boy was like, oh yeah, you know, he stole the CD, whatever. I was like,
Oh, he just has a habit.
why would you come to my parents' house and steal something? And so it did make me a little bit. There was like 100 people at my house, right?
It was.
Gigi, there was so many people. It was supposed to be 30 people. It turned into like a big deal, and I don't have
It
like
was
a
lit.
Yeah,
It was.
lit.
It really
Yeah.
was. It
But
was
I don't
lit.
have like no huge mansion or anything. I live in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
What, you in like a brownstone or
Yeah,
something?
I'm in a brownstone, and it was
It was
100
nice
degrees
though.
out.
It sounds
We were
like it,
outside.
yeah.
We were inside. It was
Was
nice.
anything missing?
Not that I know of. No, just lots of liquor.
See?
And people was definitely going in
great.
the fridge and helping themselves to everything. I was like,
Okay.
who ate the carrots out the crisper in the fridge? That's just ridiculous. Who opens the crisper in the fridge? But anyway, all that was missing. But I didn't really want people like going upstairs. Everything, I put a lot of stuff away.
I heard somebody went upstairs.
A few people was like traipsing upstairs.
And you have a bathroom on your first floor, and it's it's right there.
Because
She made me
upstairs
sound
where
so
the real
poppin',
party
like,
at.
yeah, you got a bathroom on your first
I mean,
floor.
you do. So it's like nobody needs to go upstairs for anything.
But when this Chris Brown thing happened, I was like, you know what? I have to be careful, like who you let in your space.
No, that's exactly that's what it all boils down to. You got to
Exactly.
watch the company you keep.
Absolutely, and you got to watch the company your company keeps.
Hell yeah, them be the ones right there.
You
that
got to
get
let
in
your
the
bring
shit.
people
somebody
know
with
you
them.
can come over, but don't bring anybody. Just come yourself.
Which is so rude. Like, who just brings someone to someone else's home?
Exactly. But like you guys said, oh, has that ever happened? You bring people to your house. I don't even have friends. I don't bring anybody to my house.
She lying. She got friends. What about
Like
you, Dustin?
I got exactly. Gigi's my friend. You
Over
can come
there.
to my house. You can come to my house.
Dustin, how do you feel about letting people in your house?
I feel that it's something that you have to be strategic about.
Mm-hmm.
Be smart. Like, everybody can't come in your damn house. First of all, this New York City, people be having roaches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Michigan. You don't sit down at nobody's house when they got roaches. Hell yeah,
shit will crawl in
you know
your
how
pocket.
roaches here are like a thing everybody deals with. In
Right.
Michigan, if somebody has roaches, like, they're nasty.
Right here, if
So-
somebody has
No,
roaches,
they're
So
nasty.
I
Your
think
neighbor
about
got
that.
roaches.
We be on the train, bed bugs and shit. Fran is my co-host. I'll be thinking about energy now and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody
New
can't.
York City
It's a
is
list.
crazy.
There's a list. I put it like that. But I love entertaining, and I love having people in my home. You know what I'm saying? My mama taught us how to cook, so I like doing that.
Oh.
I like having a good
Dustin's
time.
allowed over.
That's
Yeah, y'all
nice.
can come by. So you know what I'm saying? I love that. So I like having people over, but just the right.
have you ever
people.
had a bad experience with someone at your house?
Oh yeah, everybody got an expiration date now. Like you know, somebody can come over and like, okay, this is the last time your ass ever coming over here, and you know that you just steer the conversation in the day or night in that direction towards the front door.
Right. Because
So-
people was at my house beefing. Like, I had a Hennessy privilege bar set up in the backyard. Like, free Hennessy VSOP, okay?
Yeah.
Footprints came, they catered, rasta,
So
pasta,
nice.
everything.
That's
everything
what's
was
up.
free. I
Mad
told
I
people, y'all
missed
ain't got to
that.
bring nothing. I had desserts from my friend's bakery, the bakery on Bergen, everything taken care
It
of.
sounds beautiful.
And
was
then
great.
And I've
it was
missed
supposed
I'm
to be
so
over
mad.
at 6, at 7 o'clock when the privilege ran out. People was really beefing, like, oh, y'all ain't got no more. Hello.
The party's
what
over.
did you pay for tonight?
Right. Everything. Y'all not appreciative. It was just crazy.
Well, I don't know. I
Worse.
was the last one to leave.
What time did you
But
leave?
it wasn't because I was trying to drink. It was because I lived very far away and I wanted to watch Power. So
We
I
were
just
watching
waited
Power.
and
No,
we
I
watched
didn't
Gotta
mind
do
that.
what you
I was
gotta
good.
do.
And then when
I was fine with that. We was good because we was drinking the liquor inside the house. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, now let me ask you this: if somebody has a bad reputation, does that attract you to them more? Or does that make you really stay away from somebody? Because I found from just my friends and my own experiences, when they're like, oh, don't mess with him, he's this, he's that, sometimes it makes him more like attractive to you.
I don't know about attractive, but you're definitely intrigued. Like, you want to learn for yourself. You want to see for yourself, like how
Like,
this person
he ain't shit, girl.
really is, or you want to have your own experience to be able. At least me, I want to judge for myself. Like,
Right.
I'll take your opinion and your thoughts into consideration, but I still want to have my own experience because I know plenty of people who are like banned by association. Like, oh, I don't mess with such and such, so don't mess with such and such. But then I'll meet such and such, and I'm like, oh, such and
But
such
if
is
people
cool.
warn you, like, well, he's a dog, he be dogging girls out, he did this, he did that, sometimes it makes you feel like, I want to challenge this and change this, and he ain't going to do that to me.
That's
Yeah,
true.
like,
And
what the fuck
sometimes
was
people
they
could just
doing?
be hating.
What was they doing wrong? Maybe they just,
It's always three
Hey.
sides to a story.
maybe they still using regular vibrators. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? Y'all over
We
here
got
on
womanizers.
18K and Swarovski crystals and shit. It's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Different views. So I don't believe in none of that shit. And if anything, I'll use that to my advantage. I'm a guy. Charisma is what it's all about. That's how you win, right? That's how you sell yourself,
Right.
especially when it comes to dating. So call me every bad boy you want. All it's gonna make you do
Yeah,
is
you
wanna
have
go
a
on
bad
date.
reputation, Dustin.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Angela. I'm glad it's reading well. But yeah, you got to use that. Don't nobody want to be bored, Steph.
What?
If I came in here and was like, "Oh my God, you're so cute," like, would you want to go like have coffee at Starbucks? You'd be looking at me like you looking at
I'd
me
be
right
like,
fucking now.
I'm dieting.
But if I came in this bitch like, yo,
coffee.
you look so good today, baby. Like, what's up? Let's go take a ride. Let's just go run the city tonight.
Your pussy look
ready?
fat in them leggings.
You know what I'm saying? We can take
What?
off. We
I
gotta
still
put a
be
little
like,
bit.
I'm dieting.
You know, but she would think
But
about
I
it. Shit.
understand.
There you go.
Sometimes guys say the most inappropriate things to you, and you're like, This episode of Lip Service is brought to you by Green Chef.
Yay!
We love Green Chef.
Green
First
Chef.
of all three of us use Green Chef, and I want to tell you, okay, I can cook alright, but with Green Chef, I was like a
master
professional.
chef,
Yes.
right? I felt like I was on Chopped. my Green
the
Chef
food
meals.
is so delicious.
It was so good.
Well, you know why? It's
good.
USDA certified organic, and the kits make it so easy to cook healthy and feel great about where your food comes from, and it's delivered right to your door. It has all the portions just measured out for you right there on the spot, so you can't mess it up.
Yeah, it was really fast and easy recipes, and everything tasted really, really good.
And by the way, okay, it's not cheating because you really did cook it. Get 4 free meals with your first order when you go to greenchef.com/lipservice. Green Chef, healthy meals made delicious, simple. And I promise you, all three of us did it, and we all loved it.
Loved it so much.
Hello,
More.
subscribe.
Yeah,
You don't
nah,
have to
I
be
don't think so.
inappropriate.
Nah, I feel like nah, but it's different with me. Like I'm different. I'm like weird. Like I'm a weirdo. I'm just like over everything. Like it's for a guy.
Okay,
to
then
come
I'll
up
be
to
like,
me
Steph,
and
fuck
talk
this
to
shit.
me.
I hate all this shit that's going on tonight.
Nah,
Ain't you
for
ready
me
to go?
it's more like for me it's more like maybe you should just take my number and hit me up and we'll talk like that, and then
bet.
later plan something. You know, for a guy to come up to me and be like, "Oh, let's do this tonight," I'm gonna be first response, no.
But what if you ain't got nothing to do and you're hungry? Because
If
you
I
are
don't
hungry.
have anything to do, if you're like, "Hey girls," if you invite me and my friends, and then my friends are like, "Oh, come on, Steph," I'm like, okay. But to a guy that I don't know, I'm just like, no. But
Okay, so
if
what
I
if
like him,
invited
if I
you and
like
your
him, I'll
girls?
give him my number.
What if I invited you and your girls, right?
Yeah.
And asked for your number, but I still like flirted with you. You know, I was nice to your girls, but in like a brotherly way.
Like Angela said, if my friends are, if we're hungry and my
Yeah,
friend
we
wants
hungry.
to come,
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll
See?
go.
Okay, so
but I would need that extra.
Now, what if he only paid for
tug
you and
from
didn't
a
pay for
friend?
us?
I would never do that.
What?
That's rule number
I'll
one.
be
What
like,
kind
girl,
of shit
you
is that?
see
Like
that?
what?
I'm just saying.
Niggas doing that?
People out there are
They
like,
doing that?
people are weirdos. People are weirdos, and they will just, that's rude. If you're not going to pay for everybody, then don't pay for nobody. Pay for
Right.
yourself.
Or just don't invite
that's
nobody. How
crazy.
about that?
Right.
Or
You
slide
can't
out.
invite somebody out and then not.
You have to pay for it. But what if you don't got it like that?
Then
Then
you
you
don't
shouldn't
be
be
there
offering.
like that.
Don't be there.
Hell no.
What
You
if
gotta
you-
stay in your lane.
So now you go out with your girl, let's say, right? You go out
Okay.
with Stephanie.
Oh,
and
we made it.
and then she's like, oh, I'm going to have my friends come meet us for drinks.
Okay, cool.
Now you got to pay for their drinks too?
It's a pay week? No, I'm just playing.
Nope, it's not.
One of them niggas like, okay, well, in 2 weeks, we going down to the...
It's
Nah,
September
fuck that.
2nd. We just paid our rent
Like,
and all our bills.
No, I don't know. At the end of the day, you just got to be thorough, right? When you're a guy, like, you have a responsibility to be like thorough. You have to mean what you say. You have to do what you say. Your word has to mean something. And so you have so many opportunities to showcase that in dating, right? You can like blow somebody's mind in the environment they're in, like do things that they've never done before. Just show up and be present. I don't believe in no lazy shit.
Right.
So that's all I got to say. If you niggas is being lazy, then that's why things ain't working out for you. I'll put it like
Sometimes
that.
people get lazy in a relationship though. Like everything is so everything's good at first, but then they don't do the shit they used to do and they do get a little lazy.
That's because people aren't in relationships for the right reasons. People are in relationships. Yeah, absolutely.
I think
People are in
people get comfortable
relationships.
because I know
I think that too.
I get a little lazy sometimes too.
I think that people just are intrigued by the idea of companionship, and so they look. I don't even know what the hell it means to be looking for a relationship. Like to me, you encounter somebody, and like there's specific things about them that make you want to be with only them. That's a relationship. All that like, oh, I'm at a place in my life where all
I'm
that
ready
is
to be with
bullshit.
someone. I
That's
wanna
bullshit.
fall
That's
in
why
love.
everybody
And I
get
think-
divorced.
And I
I'm
really
telling
think
you.
that guys end up settling down when it's the right time, not necessarily the right person.
AKA a pregnancy.
It could be, or it could be just like all their friends got married and they got older and they're bored and lonely.
Get cooler friends.
Because sometimes I feel like guys could have met the right person, but they just wasn't ready to settle down.
That's real.
And then, but now they done met somebody. It's been a month, but I'm ready to settle down. That's the one.
No,
and I see
fuck
it happen
that.
all the time.
That's sad, and they get divorced all the time.
That's why they call it settling down.
That's why you should really honestly, if you don't get married and feel like I'm really about to be with this motherfucker for the rest of my life, if you don't feel like that, you're making a mistake.
So prenup or no prenup?
Depends on how things going for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on what's popping. Like money is money now. We got to be serious. So, you know, if I have things that I need to protect, I will absolutely ask for a prenup. However, I would make sure that whoever I was marrying felt so comfortable that would simply be a piece of paper.
Now, what would be in your prenup? Just basic. Would you want it to be like I take what I came with and you take what you came with?
No.
Or you want it to be?
No, because I want to continue generating income like independently, and so no, because that's my money. But I would also take care of them. I would be your man. I would look out the same way like when you break up with somebody on good terms and you get an opportunity to look out for them like a year later or whatever, if they need some tires or something, you know, you hook them up. I would make sure that they were straight afterward. It would be a prenup where they would be like, you know what?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh no, that's different.
But it's a prenup, so you don't know.
We write that in.
But people are so scared of prenuptial agreements, but you know, you could work it out to where you're not left with nothing.
That's what
after a marriage.
Right, it's
you know
a contract.
I mean?
You make whatever you want.
Yeah, you can.
But some people feel like a prenup is you saying when this doesn't work out.
Right.
No, but you have, you know, time changes things, and you know, things are just change. So you never know what's gonna happen.
What makes you fall out of love with somebody?
You gotta secure your future.
You can fall out of love with somebody if they change.
Resentment, shit. Anything that happens that causes you to resent somebody will make you fall out of love with them, period. That could be a multitude of things. It could be somebody not being financially irresponsible that makes you look at them differently. It could be somebody cheating on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It could be somebody being verbally abusive. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, now, shit, if we go together, you know what I'm saying? There's certain shit you shouldn't even be thinking, even in your anger. So there's certain shit you can't say to me, you know, and I'm working on that because I don't mind saying shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? When I know I'm right. But I know that's inappropriate.
But you're a little dick ass.
Right. I would never disrespect somebody like your mother is. You know, it's like, yeah, you don't do that. So shut
the fuck up. We can forgive everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just know your contribution to the shit. Be responsible.
I think it's funny when my boyfriend curses me out. Because I don't take it seriously. If he's like, shut the fuck up, which of course, I think he might have cursed at me a couple of times.
I don't think he cursed you out.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah. But I think it's funny. Like it makes me laugh. Yeah. But that's how it should be. Because I know it's not serious. Right. Like if he's like, man, shut the fuck up, I'm like, what?
I think an argument should be like something like just completely like, oh my God, this is so out of the ordinary. To me, it's supposed to be good times when things feel good. To me, that's the natural order of shit.
Right.
You're supposed to be happy all the time. So to me, getting into an argument and shit, that we got to work something out. Why the fuck are we arguing? Like,
I'm looking at Stephanie and Gigi like, y'all done had some arguments in the past. Mm-hmm. But that's how you knew it wasn't.
Yeah, I haven't had an argument. I haven't had an argument in a year.
Stephanie used to argue every fucking day.
Every day.
And I used to be like, this is not good.
We used to argue.
And Gigi did, but y'all got past that.
Yeah, I again, even though we took our time off, I think that was good for our relationship. And we haven't had nearly as much drama in the year that we've been back together than in all of the 5 years before that.
Woo! That's just like everybody feel awkward.
You guys, no, I used to
because he's rude and mean and he's a
party over.
Grinch.
But Gigi, you too, because when y'all get in an argument and we're just all there, shit is party over, party done for everyone.
I bet. I hate that shit. I'll be like, if y'all niggas don't go on fun.
That face. You'll be like, can y'all not argue now? I used to say that. Can y'all not argue right
Can
now?
y'all say this shit for later?
I'll be like, we all got texts now.
You know what's the craziest thing though? For real? All of those arguments, I can't tell you about half the shit we was arguing about.
They wouldn't argue about
but right
shit.
now, I don't even know what most of those arguments
you
was
don't
about.
even remember.
I'll be like, what the fuck are they even arguing about?
I don't know.
Gigi, come here. Oh, you didn't save me a seat? So I'm not saying.
No, that one was serious, and I remember that one.
However,
that's not. Do that sound serious now that I said it?
No, it wasn't that he didn't save me a seat. It was his reaction to me, like, where am I supposed to sit?
I completely
Like, you invite me
understand.
somewhere, and then you don't make sure that I have somewhere to sit. So why the fuck did you invite me?
Consider me.
Exactly. You knew I was on my way. Make preparations for me to be comfortable when I get here.
Off rip, I'ma think
not
about
when I
you.
get there, you like, well, what you want me to do? Nigga, you invited me.
Yep.
Like, why invite me then? But it's cool.
But sometimes
Let's not
people
bring it back.
sometimes people be taking mad long to show up. Cause I've done that too. Okay, you gonna
No,
come
I
meet me,
came
and
right
I
away.
don't set the shit up till you get there, cause I know I'm gonna set it up, and then it's gonna be 2 more
no,
hours.
but we were going from one place to the other. You didn't
right
take
around the
long.
corner.
Yeah. You didn't take long. I remember that spot. I remember that time.
Now, recently, right, Black China did an interview. I think it was with Elle. Was it with Elle?
Elle.
Magazine? And she said that Tiger was kind of cheap. While they were,
She did say that.
yeah, she said he was kind of cheap. How
I
do
can
you feel
believe that.
How do you feel about? Well, he don't be paying for shit clearly because everything gets
Repo, right?
But how do you feel about dating somebody who's kind of cheap?
I'm not kind of cheap, so we're not gonna do that.
But I mean, frugal, like, you know, not like
You
repo.
can save money and you can, go
But
to cheaper
what's
routes
kind
on
of
things.
cheap?
But kind
Like,
of
what
cheap,
does that mean?
What do you need a Chanel bag for? Cheap.
No, that's not good.
Chanel bags are expensive.
But if you want a Chanel bag, get it yourself. You
If
know
you
what
can
I
afford
mean?
it, then
if you want if you want a Chanel bag, if he's
Dustin
giving you
is
if he's giving you a gift, I mean,
But what if
take
he
what he'll
gets you
give
a
you.
whack gift because he's cheap?
Right, Michael. Never mind.
Oh,
Michael Kors.
Instead of a
Michael
Chanel.
Kors is really getting a lot of stuff.
Okay, but we're comparing
Let's
and
do Guess.
contrasting.
What about
We're
a
gonna-
Guess bag?
Okay, perfect.
Yes, with the logo all over it.
Okay.
And this is, I would still love to work
But
with guests.
that's because he thinks that's your level. You know what I mean? I would rather a guy not give me a gift
Don't
than
give-
get me
Right.
something, a Michael MK
Okay.
or a Gigi guest.
Not even Gigi Gucci, but
Yeah,
Gigi
Gigi
Guess.
Guess.
Guess what? Guess who?
I just
Guess
like,
what? That's not Gucci.
if you're buying somebody a gift, it's supposed to represent how you feel about
Right,
them.
that's your
Yes.
level.
Gift
Men
is a love
do
language.
what they are able to do. If a man can spoil you and treat you like the finest, most luxurious shit in the world, he will. If he can't, he won't, but he'll do the best he can do.
But
you
what
might
if
not get
he's
Dubai,
a
but
top
you might get a
designer
triple A
brand
trip to
label
Vegas.
wearing guy, but then sends you to Steve Madden for your shoes?
No,
Then
then
that's the last time y'all should hang out.
Listen, that's how
your
you know.
Yeah.
I have an ex-boyfriend just like that. I always talk about him. That was one of our main things. He had the nicest clothes, okay? Everything for himself. Nice car, owned his place in Brooklyn. But when it came time to, he would buy me the worst presents.
What kind of shit is that?
Like,
That's
first of all,
gross.
one year it was my birthday, right? He didn't get me a birthday present until a month after my birthday, and he was acting like it was something special that he ordered.
Yeah.
He got me an iPod.
Oh my god!
I'm like, how is this a special gift that you ordered? You
I got an iPad for my birthday one year.
no, it's an iPod.
Oh.
It was just music, G. Nothing else. Not even the weather.
Shit
I
else.
thought you said pad.
It wasn't even an
iPod.
iPad.
No,
okay?
it was an iPod.
What the hell you
I
gonna
was
do with
so
an
mad.
iPod?
But you know what? Okay. His sister later on told me that he grew up Jehovah's Witness, so holidays were never really.
I did
gifts.
too. That's no excuse. I just got through telling you how it's done. So that's bullshit.
He was the
That
worst.
should, if anything, that should make you more opulent and make you splurge more because now you can finally fucking do it. You know what I mean?
You know what it made me do? Because when we did break up, because he cheated on me, right? And when I found out, you know, sometimes a guy cheats on you, you can work through it and stay. But I was like, man,
Fuck
he
this shit.
cheated. His gifts are whack. I was
Like, I could
that
do
was
so
your way
much
out.
better.
Yeah, if it was at least he treated me really well, but he would do like he's the type of dude that he's just cheap. Like he would come out and meet me and my friends at a bar and not pay for my friends' drinks.
See?
And like he would do things like that, and like I would go with my friends, and their man would buy all our drinks,
Right.
and then he comes, and they be like, "Oh, here come his cheap ass," you know. But he was really just a cheap person in general.
Did you ever speak up? Like, were you vocal about it?
I
Like,
told him a million times.
How did you say it?
I was like, when he gave me my present, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because I put a lot of thought into everything I do for you. Because I'm a very generous person.
Me too. That's one thing. Like I give gifts to the guys that I'm with.
I took him snowboarding
I
for the first time. I got him a
definitely
snowboard and snowboarding clothes from Burton.
And that's expensive.
I got
Right
it free
there.
though. But the point
But
is,
still,
The thought.
it was a lot. Like it was,
and it was something that he would never get,
and I would have paid for it,
you.
but I just didn't have to. But that after that, he goes snowboarding on. Like I did a lot of things for him, and I felt like I planned the whole trip. Like I had a place for us to stay, everything, and I just feel like, okay, now at least be thoughtful. And I'm not even saying you got to spend a whole lot of money on me. I'm just saying be thoughtful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Like it's not even about like you said. If a man's gonna do what he can. I know a guy. If he's gonna be with me, whether he's really broke or really rich, if he's gonna buy me a handbag, it's gonna be of one of the high end designers because they know that's the kind of things that I like. That's the
that's what you'll use.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna.
I'm not gonna use.
But if I'm dating someone who can't afford to get me a bag, he can get me something else, some flowers and a card.
Thank you.
I'm gonna really appreciate that. You know what I mean? Rather than a wallet from Macy's.
Like you don't have to take me to some expensive dinner. But if you know what I like to eat and you want to make that for me.
I was just about to say, use your hands. Yes. Be a man.
Yes.
I like when they use their hands.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Then you don't have to use your hands.
Yeah. So, all right. So everybody's saying, can you date somebody who's kind of cheap? Because there are people who are very frugal, and that's just how. Like I take into consideration with my ex. He's never like been in a for real relationship, so he's never done. Like his ex-girlfriend was like, she wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. She was very Aldo.
Yeah. She didn't hold him to task.
Right. So I feel like I had to like teach him a lot of things and, whatever. But I just felt like that was part of it. Like he never really knew how to treat a woman.
You have to take that into consideration, but you also have to take yourself into consideration.
Right.
Like I don't know, dog. Like I know what how I'm gonna do shit. And I know how shit is supposed to be done, so I'm damn sure not about to sit back and tolerate like less than what I deserve. You're not about to be cheap. When we go somewhere and it's time to spend some money, you're gonna spend it. You know what I'm saying? Per the activity, not nothing ridiculous and ostentatious, but just like whatever. We don't have to go to Red Robin all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to go to the Polo Club on a special occasion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that's why I said there's like different levels to being cheap. Like there's, a guy who's buying you, who's a millionaire and he's buying you, Steve Madden, Aldo.
Yeah, that's cheap.
That's cheap.
You're being cheap.
Yeah, you're being cheap.
Especially
and then there's
when you
the
walking
guy,
around with,
who can't afford it.
That's totally different.
Cheap.
You don't hold that against somebody.
Exactly.
That's totally different.
That's what I'm saying. Now, could I date a millionaire who is, spending $30,000 on a table in a club, but won't take me out to a dinner that costs $2,000? No.
Right.
No.
We'd like to welcome a new sponsor to Lip Service, Kopari Beauty. If you're like any of us on Lip Service, the shelf space in your bathroom is precious real estate. Only the best should be within arm's reach.
That's why I'm excited to introduce to you a line of beauty products that you are going to be obsessed with. Kopari.
These are products that moisturize the skin and hair, smell great, but without any sulfates, silicones, GMOs, and parabens. Instead, Kopari products are made with 100% organic coconut oil, and we know I love my coconut oil.
Listen, it smells delicious, okay? You are going to smell edible when you use this. Kopari makes great products like their coconut shear oil, which is light and perfect as a facial moisturizer. There's also a coconut balm for intense soothing and smoothing of super dry skin, and a coconut crush scrub that buffs you beautiful. Now, my favorite is the coconut body glow. It gives you a natural overall shimmer, and of course, the original coconut melt. And I love the coconut melt. It just kind of melts onto your skin, and it makes you all nice and shiny, and you smell delicious.
And you can also use it in your hair as well. It's amazing.
Tastes good, okay?
Kopari searched around the world for an oil of the highest quality with great aroma and a non-gritty texture that you can apply head to toe.
Say aloha to the best skin and hair of your life with Kopari.
Now, I'm going to hook you up right now. All you have to do is go to koparibeauty.com/Angela and you'll get 20% off your order. That is Kopari, Kopari beauty.com/Angela, and you'll get 20% off. We highly recommend it if you want to smell good and taste good.
No.
Shit, what dinner costs $2,000?
There's dinners that cost $2,000.
I guess I don't eat seafood.
No, you're going to the restaurants and you're never seeing the bill.
It's totally different.
I don't know if I guess I have.
And you've been to Maestro's in LA. That you can have a $2,000 dinner.
You know what?
At
You know what it is? 'Cause
Maestro's.
I only eat chicken.
But still, you've been at those dinners. You've been at dinners.
I've been
you've
at the
been
table.
At dinners.
You've been
yes,
at the table.
you've
We all been at the
definitely
table.
have.
The point is, people
Definitely
spend
have.
their money on what they want to
What
spend
they
their
want
money
to
on.
spend it on.
Everybody splurges.
Exactly.
And a
Some
guy-
people splurge on dining. Some
Right.
people splurge on cars. Like some people just splurge on savings. The real talk. Like some people are hoarders when it comes to money because they grew up poor and they're deathly afraid
To
of
be that
being
way again.
destitute like that.
Now,
So,
if you're in a relationship, is it okay to accept gifts from somebody else?
no,
No,
not nobody. It's not okay to
unfortunately
do
not.
nothing that you would not do
That's
with your boo sitting
cheating.
right there.
That's what I say all the time.
No, hell no. Now, are you still gonna do it? Of course, because it's some
Keep it
some
real,
people.
Dustin.
Yeah, it's some people who. Let's keep it all the way fucking real. It's some people who will always and forever hold a special place in your heart.
Right.
Y'all just have that rapport. You gonna sneak and talk to them on their birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's just what the fuck it is. Everybody does it. We ain't gonna talk about it. It can be kitchen table talk. We clearly not in the kitchen. So cool, but like everybody does it, so that's just a part of the thing.
Oh,
If
you
so if
guys
your man
know.
was like, "Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta,
take
you know,
the
it's
gifts.
my ex's birthday. I'm gonna call him and say happy birthday."
Oh no! Then what the? Then we not finna. That's too much me and you. Then if that's what you want to do, that's so disrespectful.
To say happy birthday to an ex?
Yes, sneak and do it. I shouldn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's totally fucking disrespectful.
Okay, so some things we don't want to know. I'm glad you brought that up because we were talking about this, about things that we don't tell. Like,
Yeah.
if you're dating, right?
Yeah.
So are you dating somebody now? Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not in no relationship.
Why are you smiling then, Dustin?
Cause I like my teeth. I had braces, and thank God for my parents for thinking ahead for me. So I like my teeth. That's the only reason I'm smiling right now.
Okay, why you rubbing your leg then?
Cause I don't know. I think
No,
it looks
but-
sexy. No, I'm just.
All right, so let's say you're dating somebody, right? But you
Right.
get like a DM from a celebrity. Would you tell them, or is that something you just don't bring up?
No, I wouldn't tell them.
Okay.
But that's not something that would that happens. I would, if it was me, like to me, there's I don't need to know everything. Some things you can handle on your own. That's why this is a partnership, because you do your part and I do mine. So certain things you just need to take care of. I don't need to know all that. Don't tell me any potentially damaging information that's unnecessary for me to know.
But if he didn't respond,
Then why the fuck do I need to know?
like,
even
oh,
if
you would
didn't
not believe
respond?
who just DM'd me.
No.
No, and you shouldn't even be. I wouldn't even. If you do tell me, I'm finna cuss your ass out now, because you shouldn't even be excited about no shit like that. You should be over the whole excitement about celebrity shit. What the fuck are you doing? So you geek because somebody, man.
But what if it's
See,
just a
it'll turn
random?
into
I don't even
something
know
else.
this person. Isn't
Yeah,
this
like
weird?
it's just a text, or even if you do know the person, like it's just it's just random. Like, oh look,
Because Stephanie, I'm sure you get all kinds
I mean,
of
that's
crazy
different,
DMs.
but like, I don't know. Shit. I
I'm
don't
sure.
know. You don't need to tell me shit.
I can't. I would love to see what's
I
in Stephanie's DMs.
actually, I delete all my DMs.
Because I'm sure the craziest people probably DM you. Would you tell a guy you're dating, like if some crazy person?
I have one. I was in my last relationship. I got a random DM. It was just like, oh, this person just DM'd me, like whatever. And I wasn't even like, it was like normal, like he was sitting next to me when I noticed. So it was just like normal. It just came out really, normal.
Like, yeah, why did this person just
I'll
DM me?
say this, right?
Yeah, but the next argument, it was like, I'll call such
See?
and such.
That's why
That's why you don't tell them.
You can't tell. Just keep shit. Just don't tell anything.
If
Just
we
keep
like
everything
go
to
together,
yourself.
I'm not telling you shit.
Don't.
But I will say that like I've had situations where we're not in a relationship, but we date, we love each other, we care about each other, we spend time. You're so transparent. You tell them everything, they tell you everything. Y'all talk about other people you're dating. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's because that like there's no obligation, I guess.
Right.
It's just a mutual respect. But for some reason, it's totally different when you're actually in a relationship.
I've never dated somebody like that I wasn't in a relationship with and told them about other people I date.
You should try it. It's so liberating.
Me either.
I can't admit.
Because I just feel like it's none of your motherfucking business.
I just feel like it's
Yeah.
rude. I don't know.
No, not in a way where
If
like,
they-
what do you like? Oh, you like that? Cool. Well, yeah, such, whatever. It's just, it's cool. It's cool.
But I guess that's,
Actually, I have a friend who did that, and she's married to the guy that she did that with now. They were just like kind of dating, and she was talking to other guys, and she was always very honest about like, oh, I was in, whatever, and I ran into this person and we slept together. It was crazy. She would tell him all, and I thought it was the weirdest thing.
I had an ex that used to want to know.
And they ended up getting married. He was weird.
They did end up getting married?
Yes, they ended up getting married.
Because they have a really trusting
You know what he did? One day he said to her, I'm so tired of hearing about you and these other guys, and it's making me mad, and I want you to be my girlfriend.
Mission fucking accomplished.
But I feel like that could go either way.
Trick.
That was
because
I feel like that could go either way too, because it can make them be like, you know what, she's so busy, I can't even deal with it.
She doing her, I'm gonna do me.
I think it could go the other way on the girl's behalf, because it can make her either like, oh my God, that was so sweet, of course I'm open to this, or if she really is a girl who's more intrigued by the freedom, you know what I'm saying, of that type of lifestyle, it'll turn her completely off, like, oh my God, going somewhere with all that clingy shit,
right?
I don't want all that, we was just chilling, having fun. That's where I think the go either way possibility is on the girl's behalf, more so than his.
But most females that are dating multiple guys are either waiting to figure out which one they want to be with, or waiting for one of them to want to be with them.
You don't think it's some women that just like are okay with dating multiple men?
Of course.
Yeah.
I used to be one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think for some people that's just how they want to live. Like, that's just it.
I mean, I wouldn't have said that this is how I wanted to live a year ago. You know what I'm saying?
But right now,
definitely not.
But you're enjoying.
but this present day and hour
today.
But right now,
but today, you know, I'm happy. I really don't. I feel like this is a easier way of life.
You have a favorite boyfriend, though.
I do have I do have a favorite boyfriend.
What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say I have two favorite boyfriends, but I do have one that's more my favorite than the other, for sure.
What if he was like, cut all this other shit out?
If he was like, I mean, I'll be lying if I said that. I would be like, no, I'm really enjoying my life. Nah, because I really like him, you know, but I'm not gonna lie. I like the way we are. I really like the way we are.
Would you like him to tell you about other girls he's dating?
No, absolutely not. 100% no. Like, it's none of my business. Even though I want everybody that I date to feel comfortable with me enough to tell me, you know, what's going on. If they feel like they need to tell me about it, I don't want them to feel like, oh, I can't tell her XYZ because she will get upset. You know what I mean? I don't ever want anybody to feel like that. But if I'm just saying, like,
Stephanie do seem like she'll get upset though. She don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, like I'm not really interested in anybody else. I honestly am not interested in another female ever in life. Like, the only woman I'm really interested about dealing with, the guy that I'm fucking, is me. You know, everybody else is just.
What if he's fucking with a girl you know?
Space. Don't let me find out. Just everything is fine. Just don't let me find out. I just don't want to know. I don't know how I'll react to that, you know. But I like the way we are. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't had an argument in a year. You know what I mean? I have had like tiffs, you know, where I will give each other attitude. You know, in certain situations, I'll give a guy attitude or vice versa. But you know, that's it. And I think it's really great. It's a really free life. Not having to be stressed out over a guy.
I was just about to say, my shit is, I just want to be stress free. That's it.
Yeah.
So I can be nice to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And it gives me room to stress on real things that are really important.
And deserve your focus.
Exactly.
And your energy on that level. Like,
right.
Come on, dog. Like, so no.
Because it's just draining when you have a stressful relationship. Not all relationships. I'm talking about my past experience. I had a stressful relationship. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Have you spoken to him?
No.
Okay.
I do not speak to that nigga's in jail.
I know, but I know he's still trying to reach out to you at all.
She was very rude to him the last time he tried to reach out. And I think he got the picture.
Yeah, I mean, not even that. It's just, you know, it's just no good for us. We don't go together. Like, we don't match. We match too much in different times.
What about if he comes home and tries to hit you up?
Because that time is coming, right?
Nah, I mean, he's not going to be able to reach me by the time he comes home.
But he's getting out soon though, right?
He gets out, I don't know when he gets out.
Soon.
I think another year. but whatever, it doesn't matter exactly
because you know
Who
he's
cares?
gonna hit you.
No, but please, oh God bless him. This isn't even about him. Like, God bless him. I don't, I'm not mad at him. Hopefully he's not mad at me. Whatever.
But life goes on.
But life, it's just different.
Apparently, life has gone on.
Exactly.
Going on.
And it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've spoken to him or even think about him. Like, I'm just saying, if you compare my life today to my life a year ago when I was in this stressful relationship, because you always have your own shit going on anyway outside of your relationship. So it's your stressful relationship plus your own stress that you have to deal with. And I'm a mother, dealing with my friends, it's just a lot. I'm just going to say,
never
really
date
miserable.
somebody that you can't go and do work. Like he doesn't want you to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want her to leave the house, go do nothing, go do what she had to do. I felt like...
No, I mean, he would let me...
He would let you, but you felt
it would
like...
be a problem.
Right.
Everything was a problem.
Well, then that's whack. If I'm going to get my money and...
Yeah, everything would be a problem. I would try to bring him a problem. If I didn't bring him a problem. If I went somewhere too far, a problem. Like, it's just... And God bless him. Like, he has a woman or he'll find one who will deal with that and not be stressed out. And I say this all the time. There's somebody for everybody, but
it ain't gotta be you though.
It ain't us. Like, we're just not meant to be together. And I'm not gonna lie. Even my friends, you guys are my friends. You guys see a difference in me.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm a lot happier. I look better. I feel better. I'm doing better.
You're
it's
working.
I'm working. Everything is under control, right?
Everything's under control.
Yay! A year ago today, if we go back in lip service episodes, I was probably like, I'm not really feeling so good.
She's like, I can't talk about that.
You know what I mean? So...
But what about you, Dustin? Have you ever dated somebody that made you feel like you couldn't be your full who you were?
I don't believe in date. I believe dating in like the literal sense. Like, we go somewhere together and spend some time together. Anything else is a relationship. And right now, Angela, I'm not open to that. So
But there's never been a time when you felt like I can't even be.
I have somebody that I really care a whole lot about. Like, we love each other. It's really the love of my life. It's eclipsed like anything I've ever been involved in. But we're not together, and we're not gonna be together.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? Because we both have things to do, and so you wouldn't want me if I was the type of nigga that would just say, okay, forget it, then I'm just gonna roll with you and follow you. You like me because I'm not like that, and vice versa. And I'm so happy for you, and I could wish you continued blessings, and we remain close, and we see each other every time we get to, and it just kind of is what it is.
So does that mean if you get in a relationship with somebody else, you're still gonna see this other person that you?
I can't answer that. What's the amendment? The fifth.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth. Thank you.
Do you ever get like that? Do you ever get really crazy DMs that you're like, damn, I can't believe this person just hit me up?
Yeah, all the time. Cause like things happen between people, and like for me, you know what I'm saying. Right now, let me say this right now, right? Somebody sent me a text right back in May. Okay, so I have this friend. They live in LA. I live here. We've been friends for years, like probably like 8 years. We have been flirtatious in the past, but we've never had sex. We've never like had a full-on makeout session, like nothing like that. Casual flirtation where we've been able to maintain like a platonic friendship. So they get in a relationship. Cool. Me, them, and their partner, we actually hang out together here in New York City when they were in town. Their mother was there. It was like great. We had a good time. That same weekend, the partner leaves. Me and the person are together. They're staying in a part of the city that was easily accessible to me by train. And so we took a car back to their spot together because I'm a chivalrous nigga that was raised right. And I want to make sure your stupid ass gets home safe. So that's what I did. We get there, and I guess we hugged. I was drunk, you know what I'm saying? And so I guess when we hugged, I may have said something like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what it is, something like that, whatever, right? But mind you, they had just been in town for Fashion Week, and they had just tried to completely sleep with me. I had thwarted off everything. I'm like, no, are you crazy? Whatever. And literally the next week they were in a relationship.
Wow.
Which was fine with me because I didn't want that anyway. I didn't even want to, I'm not even into you like that. So long story short, do you know this person? So they come back back to New York. Every time they're in town, we hang out now, right? So they come back to New York, and I see that they're in town, so I hit them up like, hey, what's up? I'm trying to see you. No response. I FaceTime. We always FaceTime. I FaceTime. Immediately it's FaceTime unavailable. So I'm like, well, what the fuck, part of the game is this? But whatever, because if we're friends, I would never assume like the worst of intention. Like, I'm like, okay, well, it's whatever.
Right.
So I hit them up like, hey, what's up? I want to see you. They sent me a text message that looked like a scripture. You know what I'm saying? It was so long. And it basically was saying that, you might not realize it, but the last time we were together, you know what I'm saying? You're flirtatious, and, you made a pass at me, and, so unfortunately, and that I'm in a relationship, and I would want somebody to respect me. I want somebody to respect me and not do that or whatever. So unfortunately, our friendship has to come to an end, and I wish you all the best. I know you have blessings, whatever. So I know this person. I know that they were trying to goad me into some type of argument or exchange. I'm not finna do that, my nigga. Like, that's not even me. I don't argue.
And I feel like maybe he told his partner and
their partner, I could tell when we all hung out, they really felt some kind of way.
Right.
But I mean, you can never. So like, I understood that anyway. And this is not a competition, because clearly, like, you know what time
you wouldn't be
is.
here if I really wanted to.
So you know what? I took their word as their bond, and I did not even send a response. I never said a word. That was 3 months ago. The past like 3 weeks, I got a FaceTime. I got a text that says, so we have to speak at some point.
Oh,
I'm not responding. I got a text like, oh, I'm in town. I know you're over me. We should see each other, whatever. They reached out to our mutual friend, who's one of my best friends. So that was stupid anyway, because we ain't gonna do nothing but laugh.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? They reached out to them.
He must be single again, because that's what people do when they haven't.
That bullshit. You said what you meant, and you're going to be held accountable to that today. I have nothing to say to you. I don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, did mean what you said. So I'm never responding.
Cut off.
Like that's it. And do you know? This is the icing on the cake. They had the audacity to send me a text yesterday saying, if you don't ever want to talk to me again, that's fine. But at least give me the opportunity to tell my side of the story, so I can have some peace with the situation.
You like, we don't need no peace. No. I don't care about your peace with the situation.
What do I? So my point is, people are nuts, and that's why I've decided to live life on my own terms. And
people are nuts.
And relationships need to be.
Let me drink some more Hennessy
by design. I heard that.
Today's episode of Lip Service is brought to you by Smile Direct Club. It shouldn't cost a fortune to straighten your teeth, and with Smile Direct Club, correcting your smile has finally become affordable. You see how good Stephanie's teeth look? You see how good Gigi's teeth look? You see how good my teeth look? That is all because of Smile Direct Club.
Smile Direct Club use proprietary cutting-edge technology, 3D printing to be exact, to help avoid the inconvenience and cost of office visits to your dentist or orthodontist, which can help cut the cost up to 70%. Smile Direct Club aligners cost a single payment of $1,500, while other invisible aligner brands cost up to $5,000 on average.
What a bargain.
Or you can take advantage of an easy payment plan, only $250 down and $99 a month for 15 months with no credit check required.
Board certified, state licensed dentists and orthodontists within the Smile Direct Club network are involved throughout the process to assess and prescribe remote treatment. If you had braces in the past but failed to maintain your keep up with your retainer, Smile Direct Club is an easy solution.
You can save 50% off the cost of the Smile Direct Club evaluation by visiting www.smiledirectclub.com/Angela. That's smiledirectclub.com/Angela. Unavailable in North Carolina. Sorry.
So can you believe that
people are
shit?
nuts. People are really nuts.
Reaching out to my friend like, well, Dustin's
Listen,
over me.
I remember one time I got a crazy, I ran into one of my ex-boyfriends from when I was in college. I didn't even really care. Like, I haven't seen him since. And I ran into him and I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I said hi. And he was acting mad weird. But I guess he was with his girlfriend at the time. And I didn't know. I just said hi. I didn't say anything. And then after that, he sent me a message like, hey, I'm in a relationship, da-da-da-da. I'm like, all I did was say hello.
What the fuck?
It was the craziest thing ever.
That's so corny.
And I think she must have felt a way. Like, I was polite to both of them. I ran into them like literally on the street. And just said, hey, how you doing? Oh, good to see you. And he acted mad weird. And then he sent me a message. And I don't even never speak to him. So it was just, I was like, that's the weirdest thing ever. But then I guess they broke up and he tried to hit me like later on, like 2 years later.
Yeah, as if.
And I just ignored it. I was like,
boy,
that was so corny.
Whack. 101. Like so whack. But that just was crazy to me, and it's so laughable. Like, what do we have to talk about? You said that our friendship had to come to an end, and I was listening.
And it's over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right, now here was something Gigi was talking about earlier. Do you have friends that feel like they just benefit from you? Like all they want to do is get things from you? Like every time,
I hope not. Shit.
Every time there's a concert, all of a sudden they hitting you up.
Like you're the popular one, you know. You're the one with the following.
Time to go to the club.
You're the one
it's
that
my
has
birthday.
the plug
What
when
we
it
doing?
comes to the nightlife and the turn up. So when it's time for the turn up, you know, it's everybody's in your face.
Yeah, of course you have them, but I love that because you did me a favor. I don't have to do any work to try to figure you out. You showed me from the giddy up, and I'm cool with that. I see how you're cut. You'll never be back in this VIP section again.
But some people say if you can't be used, you're useless. Like, don't we all use each other for different things?
There's a big difference between you and your friend having a good time reaping benefits of you being successful and using somebody. Big difference. So if I have friends who are way far more successful than I am, and they show me hella love, and any opportunity I have to show them the same, like I do too. So shit, that's what you do. And I don't believe in leeches and shit.
Justin, do you shave your legs?
No, I'm so
nice
salty. Like I never had hairy legs, and I thought I would have been so cute with hairy legs. You know how it stops like right at the ankle, and then the ankle be smooth. I always wanted that, and God gave me this.
Gave you that. Right, they are smooth.
Thank you, y'all.
No, they're really nice.
I used to keep them covered up. I was embarrassed. I'm a guy. I wanted hairy legs,
Your
but
arms
now
not
I don't
hairy
give a
either?
fuck. Nah, my back is though. What kind of shit is that? So like, I gotta get my back. Yeah, I get my back waxed.
Nice beard.
Thank you. I just cut it down short. That's
What
why I
about,
look crazy.
do you have to manscape, or is it not that?
No, I don't think that's sexy. Like, I mean, I trim my pubic hair like down, but I don't think my pubic hair should look like the barber was like, all right, you know.
So you
what
don't
I'm
have a
saying?
fade?
Nah, that's whack.
No fade.
You saw that's not even sexy. Like, you're
I don't
supposed
know.
to look
I
like
like when guys
pubic
cut
hair.
their hair.
Trim it down. Now you don't want to be musty.
You're right. Trimming
and
is
shit.
good. There's got to be hair. You can't be
Trim
like
it,
baby.
but don't line it up and cut strips and V's and shit and
arrows and
bedazzled and shit. I'm
lightning
good.
bolts.
Fuck that. Fuck that. No.
That's what the strippers used to do. They used to put arrows and lightning bolts.
Is that sexy
and
to y'all?
hearts. It was never sexy to me, but a lot of dancers, a lot of them used to do that. They would dye it different colors.
Oh, female strippers.
Yeah.
Oh, totally different. I thought you were talking about the niggas.
No, the female strippers.
The only thing I ever seen on guy strippers is they use those they have to tie the thing around so they stay hard the whole time.
Yeah. They tie it around their balls and shit. I'm scared I'm gonna fuck something up. I only get one set. You know what I'm saying? This is not mass produced.
That can happen.
Yeah, I don't want to mess nothing up. That's literally all I got. So, you know.
That's how I feel about vaginas.
Yeah.
You know? No, I just feel like you only have one. Like you know, like I feel like my pussy could take a beating, but not that bad. Like you gotta just chill you gotta give it a break. You gotta let that pussy heal.
Right.
Like Fly says, what's his name?
Plies,
right, I said it right.
All
right, but anyway, you know, I just feel like I just feel like, you know, my heart could take a beating. I feel like your brain could take a beating a little bit too, but your pussy, you can't really take.
So
a
you don't want to
beating.
beat that pussy up?
Yeah, once in a while. Sometimes, yeah, like a couple times a week, not every day.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, you know, I just feel like that's something you know how like when it's time to
Does your dick
perform,
ever
you
get
gotta
sore for any reason?
Not
you
mine.
ever had so much sex that your dick was sore?
No, but I've had, my dick has been so hard that it hurts.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
what the fuck made your dick so hard that it hurt?
Oh my God,
That's
the podcast would be
amazing.
3 hours long this week.
Damn.
I can't even start to tell you, but yes, like that happens though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Something, hell yeah. Sometimes
That's a
you
great
be like,
feeling. Like, I made his dick so hard it hurt.
Then like you have to think like the clothing, right? You have to think about how it's positioned in the clothing. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if you can even be positioned, you know. So there's a certain group of people we're talking about. So like, you know, you have to think about all that. Sometimes you may have on like dress, or I wear suits to work and shit. So like I wear dress slacks. So sometimes I have to move them, you know, whatever, to the left or whatever and shit. And so when you get an erection, sometimes that's painful.
Damn. I'm glad we don't gotta go through that.
Right.
My vagina never
I feel like I was just thinking about it. You know, I've been in relationships where I want to have sex every single day, but now that I think about it, they didn't have like really big dicks. You know what I
Nobody
mean?
wants to fuck a big dick
I think the
every
guys
day.
that I sleep with
like an
now,
effort.
especially one of them has like a really big dick. I can't imagine like taking that every single day. I can't. My whole shit would be fucked up
if you did it every day.
Oh my God! But then what if I stop fucking with him and then I have to go to like somebody normal?
That pussy got snapped back. You snap right back.
Oh my God! I just don't feel like you could kill the pussy like that. You got to give it a break sometimes.
I had a friend who was Native American, and she said it was a spice that they put in their bath water to make their vagina tighter. I think it was called talum or something like that. It was some spice.
Really?
And they put it in the bath water.
All of that.
I said, like, don't that burn? Like, what's
damn.
up?
And when's the last time you took a bath?
I take baths all the time.
Oh yeah, you take baths all the time.
I take baths all the time.
I never take baths.
I take baths like twice a month.
I take a bath almost every day.
I never take a bath.
I'm busy.
Mad baths.
What?
I'm busy. I shower, but if I could take a bath and chill and smoke and shit,
that's what I be doing. I be smoking glass of wine.
You know what? I'm gonna do that because listen, in my house I have like a little jacuzzi bathtub. I don't
use
never
it.
use it one time just to make sure it worked when I first moved.
Yeah, you gotta get in there, little wine.
That's a party in of itself. How many people does it hold?
No, it's not like that.
Oh, it's like your actual
bathtub. But it just has the jets.
Yeah,
it's a bathtub, but it has like the jets in it.
So how many people can it fit? No, I'm just playing.
That's for small people that are really short. Bathtub sex is overrated anyway. I already said that.
Yeah, bathtub sex is overrated.
It's cool to take a bath with somebody, but it's never like
bathtub foreplay.
I like taking a bath with somebody. Exactly.
Get to it, then you got to get up out there.
You gotta get out. All right, let's go.
Plus, you need something to hold on to and shit. And who wants to fucking a handicap accessible tub? Right? That's
and
not
then
sexy.
the other thing is the water is like going in your vagina and it's gross, squishing
and
around.
It like it kind of messes with the natural lube of your vag. Yeah.
Like who comes in the bathtub?
I never had an orgasm having sex in a pool or a bathtub.
Well,
Okay.
Well, a man comes in a bathtub.
Yeah. We'll come anywhere.
Like, you can come
anywhere.
We got to do it. Like I have to. I have to.
You have to come?
I like having sex in the shower.
It's just a male thing. We have to every morning. Like we get up, we take our showers, and we masturbate.
Are you serious? I never knew that. So,
but that don't count. Like towards like that's just a guy thing. Masturbating outside of that means that you know that you're a masturbator.
Oh my God!
All
think my boyfriend masturbates?
Yeah,
in
guys
the shower?
say that
in
all
morning,
guys they just get a nut in the shower
because you wake up with an erection. Yeah,
we do have a lot of morning sex. Now
See?
I'm gonna start thinking the days that we don't have morning sex, he jerked off in the shower.
Well, I ain't saying that.
I like having sex in the shower.
No.
See, I couldn't have morning sex. You know how early I get up?
Yeah.
Angela's
up at like 3:30.
I'm always running late.
It's still nighttime when you wake up for work, and you can't.
I get up at 4 in the morning.
No.
3 o'clock if it's worth it. Shit.
No, I can't.
That's drunk sex hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's drunk sex hours. That's exactly
real nigga hours.
Yes,
I'm a nighttime sex person or a daytime. I'm a nighttime before I go to bed.
7 p.m.
during the day, but
I like
am not
nighttime and mornings. I like it anytime.
I like it any time of the day.
Do you get up and brush your teeth?
Hell
before
yeah.
morning sex?
You have to. I'm like that though. Like if we sleep together and shit, I'm not gonna be kissing on you with funky ass breath.
Oh, you just don't kiss?
Yeah. Well,
I could have morning sex. I think my breath is not that bad in the morning.
I don't know, Steph. Like I need that layer. Like I gotta go in there and be sure. Like okay.
No,
I don't know, Steph. You popping and everything, but your breath probably stinking away.
Nah, but I gotta admit, like now that I'm thinking about it, the last few times that I had morning sex, I definitely went in the bathroom and like
the worst thing about morning sex is when you go to give head and you got that thin ass morning breath sticky spit that don't like foam up and get thick.
Don't have too much spit in your mouth, period. Like when we kissing, I cannot stand somebody that have too much spit in their mouth.
Spitty kissing is disgusting.
I'll throw up. Like I can't. Like
I remember I kissed this guy one time when I was younger. I had on a turtleneck and my whole turtleneck was all wet and he was terrible.
Ah, come on, guys.
Well, it was awful. I was like, what are you doing?
I used to like sloppy kisses like that when I was a teenager, but today
I hate when people kiss me and my whole face and everything is all
wet. I don't
wet.
like for my to come out of a kiss with my
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even like when people
wet.
eat me out and it's super wet and the whole fucking bed is wet underneath me.
I don't really like it either. I like because I like a lot of sucking pressure, that doesn't require a lot of moisture.
But I feel like dick sucking is supposed to be sloppier.
Yeah, I feel like
Oral
it's
sex
really-
period is supposed to be sloppy.
I don't like the whole
Not
bed wet under
sloppy,
me,
but
though.
it's you definitely there needs to be moisture there for the movement to feel good. It needs to
right.
glide.
Does it turn you on if somebody like spits like?
No, because
You don't
spit
like that?
isn't sexy. Keep that shit in your mouth. That's too much of your business becoming mine. Why I need to see it? Keep the spit in your mouth and just use
I've been
it.
with guys like that. It drives me crazy when a guy doesn't like when a girl spits on his dick.
Well, I don't know what to
It
tell you.
drives me crazy. I've
You
been
spit on
with
a dick,
guys like
Gigi?
that.
I don't go like,
Thank you.
but I create a lot of
Saliva.
with my mouth. and
That's
the things that I do
cool.
with my mouth,
There's a big
so.
difference between that and
Like
doing
gagging
what?
and-
No,
Nah,
lid.
but you gotta be careful. Like some guys like it, some guys don't. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Some guys will say spit on it. And
Yeah,
you're like,
some guys will say spit on it,
Okay.
and some guys you'll spit and they'll be like, no, don't
Don't be
spit
biting
on
my
it.
nipples either. Don't bite me, period.
No,
I
Yeah,
Hey.
guys don't like biting.
Oh my god.
What about a nipple?
I love biting.
Don't
No
you
teeth at all.
can lick like my nipples. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like that feels so much better. Like
Can
it's
you
no reason
suck
for you
them?
to bite me. Yeah.
Okay.
But not too motherfucking hard shit. But like yeah, I don't
I don't want to go
like
in the shower
that.
and my nipples burn.
Yeah, what kind of shit is that? Quit biting me and shit. And then one time somebody slapped me while we were having sex.
I choked this guy before.
How was that? What was your reaction?
I
to
slapped his ass back.
I slapped
What
him
you
and started
mean?
choking
I'm like
him.
that
Like,
shit
I
ain't
like it.
sexy.
You didn't
It was a
like
react. I didn't think about it though. It literally just like it was a
slapped you.
reaction.
But
Like
some people
I'm
like-
like, what are you doing?
So you
I
didn't
love
like
it.
No.
I like getting slapped.
No, I did that too. I slapped him and started choking him.
I thought
don't
we were
like
supposed to be
to
acting
be
like
the
we care about
slapper.
each other.
What about
Like,
choking?
And then we decided-
What about you like choking?
I like to hold you down, but I'm not gonna choke you. But there's a
Okay.
difference between me holding. It's all needs to be finessed. That's all. Like you don't need to slap me, but you can. You know, it's things you can do. Like
Right.
all that extra
You can run
shit.
your hand over
Like
my
right,
face
keep that
a
shit
little rough.
in Idaho or wherever.
But I
they
don't
do
want to
that.
hear a slapping sound.
Yeah,
No, I like
Montana
to
and
be
shit.
slapped. Like you see a
Steph likes to be-
handprint on my face.
Well, I hope you find
But
you a
sometimes,
slapper.
not always. There's
It's slapping.
there's a moment for that. You know what I mean? There's
Nah.
a moment. Like we can't be having morning sex and you try to slap me.
How you gonna
That's
slap
the
you on your way to work
Like,
and
come
shit?
on.
You gotta slap me at night.
I haven't even had like come
drunk
on. I haven't even
night.
had
Slapping
a
after
drink
6.
of water.
Right?
Already
How you supposed to
slapping
focus in your 9:30 meeting and shit
Exactly.
after you just got the shit slapped out of you while you was having sex?
What the hell? But you know, the drunk 4:30 in the morning sex that might call
Right.
for a slap. You know,
Yeah,
Nobody's ever slapped me.
thank God.
a little spank on the butt, right?
You know
That's
what? Yeah,
cool.
that's fine. I think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
If you don't, something is wrong.
yeah.
All right. Well, listen. I know this was a really fun conversation. I had a good time with you.
I had
Dustin.
fun with y'all. Thank you so much for having me.
You guys got to invite us on Friendzone.
You are a more open invitation for you ladies. Anytime you want to come, you're more than welcome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Shout out to Loudspeakers Network, right?
Oh yeah, we're all family on
Bringing
Loudspeakers.
shit together. That's what's up. Cool.
All right. So everything we googled about him wasn't true.
See?
All lies.
He was a player. You know what I'm saying?
See? I mean, it's a little bit of, it's a
little
little bit of
something.
truth in every damn lie, but maybe on the weekends.
I can't wait. I hope we meet this guy that you're in love with. Like, well, that you love.
You know exactly who he is right now, and we've never even talked about him. How about that? So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Have a wonderful evening, ladies.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, make sure y'all listen to the Friend Zone. That is our guy Dustin, and you know, Fran is my girl too.
Yes,
so,
my sister.
yeah.
And me and Fran, we have a good time when we go out in public. People think that
Fran
we're
goes
boyfriend
out?
and girlfriend. Yeah, she comes with me to stuff sometimes.
She won't come out with us.
Sometimes she comes to stuff. She won't go out, but she'll go to like a day party.
Let's get her to do something.
I got,
I'm
and me
coming
and you
too.
tag team are like, it's done. We got her.
That sounded wrong, but we'll do it.
Well, not like that. All right, look, pause. Word
All right,
up.
listen, and happy what is this weekend? Labor Day weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
Happy Labor Day. you
To
guys.
everybody, I'm headed to Miami today, so just so y'all know. And
Dope.
Gigi's going to Made in
I'll
America.
be in Philly for Made in America this weekend.
Dope.
Stephanie's going to Toronto if
Yeah.
she can get her legal shit right.
Hopefully, I can
If
get
she don't
into
have problems with
If
Toronto.
she can cross that border.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing, Dustin?
Dope. I'll be here in New York. I have a project I'm working on, so I'll be here in New York at work. So that's good,
shit.
right? Yeah.
Get that money.
Yeah.
I'll be spending it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again to the Netflix original series, The Get Down.
The Get Down.
That was one of my favorite shows on Netflix. I absolutely loved it. Now, they have been supporting this week's episode of Lip Service. The Get Down is a music-driven drama based in the Bronx. It's a story told throughout the vibrant music, dance, art, and lives of a crew of teenagers in a broken and bankrupt 1977 South Bronx who ultimately changed their city and the world forever. If you care about the history of hip-hop, if you understand what happened when disco ended and hip-hop started, then this series is for you.
The soundtrack includes new mixes that sample timeless classics that blend hip-hop and disco, and original music from Nas, Miguel, Christina Aguilera, and more. The Get Down comes from Baz Luhrmann, the director of Moulin Rouge and The Great Gatsby, and executive produced by the one and only Nas.
Nasty Nas in your area.
Get ready to watch a clash of culture between the hypnotizing, glittery dimensions of disco and the blossoming world of cassette tapes and street parties that was the genesis of hip-hop. You might just discover something you never knew. The series may be fictional, yet it includes real people like Grandmaster Flash, Curtis Blow, DJ Kool Herc, and more.
Now watch The Get Down right now, streaming exclusively on Netflix. All you got to do is go to Netflix.com or download the Netflix app to get started. Once again, we would like to thank Green Chef for supporting this week's episode of Lip Service. Green Chef's USDA certified organic meal kits make it easy to cook healthy and feel great about where your food comes from. Now, I had the chicken, okay, which I loved. It was
We know you love chicken.
Listen, it was delicious. And you know, it's hard for me to cook. Like, I got to go to the supermarket, pick out all the ingredients, measure everything. But with Green Chef, everything comes right to my house. I don't got to do all that. Everything is pre-measured for me. They give me the whole simple recipe, so I don't even have to worry about looking anything up, right to my doorstep. My boyfriend was so impressed.
Yeah, the best part is that it's all organic, non-GMO ingredients. It's all pre-chopped and pre-measured so you can get dinner on the table in just 30 minutes. That's faster than the other meal kits out there with step-by-step recipe instructions and photos.
I had the steak. It was amazing. Like it cooked so well. And I left it. This is the last one because I had 3. I had chicken and I had the fish. But the steak was so outstanding to me because I left it in the fridge for like. It was like 9 days
and it
there.
still worked out.
And it was still really, all of
really
the ingredients were really fresh.
Yeah.
I love it. And you know what? Both Gigi and Stephanie hit me up and was like, yo, this Green Chef is popping.
It's so good. Great. It's amazing.
All right. Well, we tried Green Chef, obviously, and we all really loved it. So there's no shopping, no planning, and commitment. All you got to do is switch between menus, skip weeks. You can cancel whenever you want. And for Lip Service listeners only, because we love you, you can enjoy 4 free meals when you sign up at greenchef.com/lipservice. That's greenchef.com/lipservice. Trust us.
Yay.
Why wouldn't you?